So when does the run like a little bitch training start? Shit, that comment got fucking moderated. I've tried absolutely every way possible to turn off speech moderation, but it always seems to try and moderate me. Or moderate the channel. Ah, gonna get some serious bow time now. Be warned. The using a bow. Lots of people have complained about the bow in this game because it's like shooting a real bow. You know, there's no sight. It's not like Call of Duty where you get like fancy reflex sights on your compound bows. This is just a wooden bow, and there is a real knack to shooting it because you have no reticule. In fact, people have installed there's a fairly common add-on that people have installed which actually puts your cursor back in the screen, so you can use it as an aiming reticule, but it does require practice.
Sigismund took everything I had. The godless beast.
Sounds like Bianca. It's a real shame about Bianca. She was one of the hottest NPCs I've seen in a video game for a long time, and she gets brutally murdered only about 3 double entendres into the game. Perhaps 7. She does pretty much make a double entendre every time she opens her mouth. But in game time, yeah, she was dead inside an hour.
Let's see then. Take this bow, go and stand in position over there, and we can start. And another thing, put on this arm guard. Without it, you could flay your forearm with a bowstring, so be sure to wear it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks and get in position. Now concentrate.
Fuck, he's grumpier than me.
Weapon of choice of a knight, but it can come in very handy. You've got 2 bandits coming at you from a distance. You shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery. He even organized contests in Prague. But you wouldn't have gotten far there. You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood. But enough talk. There's the target. Try and hit it. Draw the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw, hold your breath for a moment, and then release the string. No jerky movements. Just let the string slide out of your...
Once we can use a bow, we can go do some poaching. And when we can do some poaching, we can cook it and start selling it.
Flying at it. Shoot away. What you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly. Once you've trained a bit, you can get yourself a better one. And then those arrows will fly so fast you won't see them. Don't forget the arm guard. Once you've mastered the bow a bit, you won't need it anymore. Well, that was awful.
The fuck, only let me fire one fucking arrow.
Skill, but you failed to meet even my low expectations.
I don't know why you're wasting your time, Sir Bernard. Nothing will come of him anyway, and at the first sign of trouble, he'll run away like any other cowardly...
Fuck me, if I can beat this guy...
After all, he's done it before.
I get a nice little bow.
What did you say? Calm down, boy. Keep in mind who you're talking to.
The braggart who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Now, you've really done it. You'll go to the stocks for that.
Calm yourself, Sir Bernard. If the blacksmith boy feels he can prove himself, then let him try. Do you think you can beat me? Well?
Any time.
Please, please.
Very well. If you defeat
If you
me,
beat him, he gives you a great bow. But this is it.
Lose,
This is like...
you'll have to pay up.
You win, you lose, you have the bow for the rest of the game, or you don't have it.
Good. Then let's get to it.
And I have 0 bow skill. Right. Fuck. Fuck. Don't bounce out, you fucking chod. Did I?
Well, I didn't expect that.
Fuck yes!
Wasn't your day, sir.
I told you I have a heavy hand, ever since I fell off that horse during the last hunt. What are you grinning about, boy? I think you owe me a little payback. How about a sword fight at the arena?
If you like.
Excellent.
So Hans, is this necessary?
Oh fuck, I've got to beat him in a
Hans has
sword
already
fight
had
as well, I
words about
think.
you fighting with your subjects. He explicitly told me.
I know what he told you. You can just tell him I didn't listen to you. So what's it going to be, blacksmith?
If we must.
Excellent. Then let's go.
Well, I think I got lucky with the archery competition. I'm not convinced I can beat this guy in a fucking sword fight with my like one fucking skill.
Cunt! Kurwa fix!
Motherfucker.
Oh dear, did that hurt?
Fuck me.
Shit!
That's not the fucking plan.
Take that! Show what you're made of. Are you going to cry now?
Probably. You cunts. Just a bit more. Come on, it's just yes. Right.
You got the better of me this time,
Fuck.
blacksmith.
Fighting's quite good fun when you've got no skills.
Are you alright, sir?
Don't worry your mangy head about me, peasant. We'll see each other again soon enough. You can keep my bow.
Yeah,
Best use
hand it over.
anyway.
He comes across like a fucking tosspot, but he's actually a fantastic character. He's very, very likeable. He's one of those characters that's like you got to get used to his sense of humour. And once you kind of get inside his kind of his manner, you realise he's actually as funny as fuck. Yeah, it's a great thing about the sword. The sword is you can do your big swings and all the rest of it, but you know, quick jabs with the one-handed sword grind your opponent down quite adequately. That is a tidy little sword. have a quick look at anything worse investing in. You know what? Flower power is not bad for a bit of free charisma. Clinch master gives you 40% higher chance of overpowering them. Yeah, I'm going to go with that for now. Right. I think we got a job if I speak to him, but fuck it. I was going to say.
His lordship hasn't taken it badly.
He shouldn't have challenged me.
Careful. You might be under Sir Radzig's protection, but you'd be wise to stay on good terms with the other noblemen too. Now go to the Rathouse. The bailiff's waiting for you there.
All right, Captain.
Right, I guess I think we're going to end up becoming a cop for the evening. I'm afraid this has been crushingly disappointing on the robbery and murder front so far. All I've managed to achieve is honourable stuff. Once I've got my training and horse, I absolutely guarantee you that that will not persist. Jesus, I got up to more crime punching cows in the arse during my stream graphics test earlier. For those of you who don't know, punching cows in the arse is like a special scientific graphics test. Nice. There's a horse back at the inn, just opposite the training ground. There is a horse which I might have to steal at some point to get myself the fuck out of here. I do get given a horse eventually, but it's a long way into the main quest line. I could just bump into a couple of nice traders out of town. I don't want to end up in the pillory. Shit. Tell me he's gone to bed. Well, I'm pretty sure. I think the bailiff may have fucked off to bed.
All that grows in the ground, fresh. Come right
Sure, how else I can get up there, you know?
smell fresh bread. And pour yourself a bit of
Cucumbers,
custard.
lovely cucumbers, asparagus and fruit.
Do fishing. I could never finish this game. Way too much to fuck off with. Oh god, yeah, it's. In fact, I have not. I've not actually finished the main quest line in this game, and this is my third playthrough, and I've got more hours played than I'd be prepared to admit. I've got like a lot of hours played, but you just keep getting sidetracked, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to go and learn how to hunt, or some other nonsense. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go and have a 1 hour kip just to save the game, and then we're gonna go and see if we can rob someone and get some nice stuff. But yeah, you get literally just get sidetracked for whole days. I mean, I've logged into this game and ended up just spending hours and hours fucking around with Captain Roberts, just training to use swords, and then swapping to my mace, and then training to use my mace. And Supervision says every chicken just distracts someone like me. You can actually punch the chickens sometimes if you're lucky, and then you can loot them for chicken fillets and then go and cook them. But for now, let's go shopping. We'll have to be a little bit careful because Henry currently is a useless chod. I'll just see what. Yeah, I'm level 2. So I'm not exactly Conan the fucking barbarian. Jesus, and my screen is like swaying all over the place because I had that wine. So yeah, we'll have a 1 hour kip to save the game. Then we'll head over the river out of Rattay and go shopping. But it is getting dark, and you need to be careful in this game because after dark, bad things happen to you. And in the woods, for example, dark means fucking dark. You won't be able to see jack shit. And you don't really want to be fighting multiple bandits in the dark, because if anyone see my earlier test stream for this, things go south pretty fast. In fact, you may have noticed actually in that fight when I was fighting Hans Capon that as you start to take damage, that severely affects your ability to defend yourself and do damage, because you lose your total health and stamina pool become reduced. So you can end up in a bit of a downward spiral. Nearly used that bow. You can end up in a bit of a downward spiral where the more you get hurt, the more you're gonna get hurt, unfortunately. We can date Teresa at some point, but we won't deal with that today. see the locals. So I think this is where it stops being Rattay, just the other side of those cottages. See what I mean? It's nighttime in this. When it's nighttime in this game, it's fucking nighttime. Come on, there's got to be somebody to rob. God. Suckers when you need them. Don't say everyone's gone inside because it's dark. These are the names of crowdfunding people, I believe. Dear Lord, I wish I'd heard about this game when it was still a Kickstarter. Well, this sucks balls. Where are the fucking gullible chumps for me to rob? This is the bit where I face plant into robbers, isn't it? Here we go. Fuck my clinking armour. Sorry, this never gets old. Actually burns your stamina quite a lot carrying around bodies. Right, nothing personal, chum. Business is business. Right, 41 groschen. Oh, food. There you go. I mean, you could say it was a little bit mean killing him, but the thing is, there's a chance he'd seen me, and if he sees me, then you constantly, you knock him unconscious, and and he wakes up later. If he spots you, then every time you see him, he'll freak out, and it sort of can be damaging for your reputation. So in many regards, it's sadly often better just to do the job once properly, even though that did sound a bit weird. If we can get one more person, then we won't be too over encumbered and we'll have a bit of cash, and we can head back to base and put this away. This stuff, to show you, this stuff is marked as stolen. So just to be careful, we don't want to be walking around towns and cities carrying stolen stuff, because if we get challenged and searched, then we will get into a lot of trouble. And frankly, we're doing this to make money, so we don't want to get ourselves into trouble and then lose that money. Yeah, Mad Dane, they literally freak out. I mean, you'll be fast travelling and it will break you out of fast travel. And so I think they've got a name, is it Nemesis or something? But these people, like, for ages get flagged as your enemies and wig out. You like walk into a bar, sit down, and like people will get up and run. You can't actually disguise yourself in this game. That's technically not true. Without giving too much away, you can actually, if you get certain very specific equipment, you can actually masquerade as a Cumin. The Cumin are the bad guys. Say bad guys. The whole fucking game's filled with bad guys, and technically I'm a bad guy. But you get my logic. Oh, where's the suckers? Funny, you don't realise how quiet the roads are when you're actually waiting for someone, until you're actually waiting for someone to go past. But yeah, Mad Dane, you can't actually currently disguise your appearance per se. So if you're a wanted criminal, you can't just don a simple disguise and never be noticed. Although to some degree, you're constantly manipulating your appearance because you have a ton of stats which are all affected by your clothing. Whether that be noise, charisma, conspicuousness. So to some degree or other, you're always kind of disguising yourself, but out and out hiding your identity, you can only really reduce your chances of getting caught by one particular perk, which just reduces the chances of you getting recognised. You know what? I'm going to go down to that junction. Because by my logic, I should see people coming from 2 roads then. Yeah, the stuff flagged as stolen, you just need to go and put that in your locker and leave it there for a little while, and it will become unstolen after a while. I guess people just forget it's missing. Very atmospheric, this game. Come on, suckers. Where are you, suckers? I don't know how well you can hear it, but in my headphones I can hear like wolves and the noises of the night. Zoo Fishing says the dead guy reported it's stolen. Yeah, there is that. There are a couple of mechanics in the game where you think, how would he know? But then again, you know, social system. It's the Middle Ages. This, you know, the populations are smaller and the wealth is less. If I don't know, if the local weaponsmith goes missing and I rock into town carrying a sword identical to his, a helmet identical to his, a Waffenfrock identical to his, there's probably a pretty good chance that someone would recognise it. You know, these days with higher populations and mass production, I guess highly unlikely. But back in these days, it's like, you know, most people are wearing fucking sackcloth and shoveling dung. There's not going to be that many people walking around with fancy clothes and swords. Oh well, fuck this. I reckon let's call it a wrap. Get back to bed. Dump this stuff in the locker, and then we can wake up in the morning and go and do a bit more stealing when it's daytime. Good money though. I mean, it's 40 odd groschen. Doubled my cash in a single go. Trying to remember off the top of my head how much the cheapest horse is. Right. Offload this stolen shit. It's weird. Some of it doesn't flag as stolen. Right, let's go and see if we can make a couple of new friends. When I've done a bit more stealth related activities, I will be able to do kill takedowns, and finishing someone off with a dagger opening is definitely the way forward, because people can't resist that. Choking people out is high risk when you're going up against guards and the like. Because if they resist, you got a proper fucking balls out fight on your hands. Guy laying there doesn't care you're frolicking in the middle of the night. I don't think that guy laying there cares about much. Right, the important thing is we see them before they see us. If we approach from in front of them and then just walk behind them and then go stealth and try and knock them out, they do have a tendency to realise it's us. Jesus, you'd think they'd have been like walking around from nice and early in the morning, wouldn't you? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to chance this. I'm actually going to see if I can get over there. Because I can always fast travel back, but it means I've unlocked a fast travel point. But we're going to have to be a little bit wise to... Yeah. Wise to getting robbed ourselves. Probably a good thing that I checked to see if I had my weapons equipped. Shit. At low level, Henry can't even run properly. I'm literally just shuffling along. You can shoot those... Oh, fuck it. How many arrows have I got? Give it a shot. Use the cheapest arrow first. You can shoot these nests down for freebies, but I've barely got any fucking arrows. And finding them in the fucking scrub is hard work. Supermachine says the NPC's got the tweet that I was streaming. Yeah, if they have self-aware AI, I'm pretty sure they're gonna stay in today if they know I'm playing this game. Shut up, dog. Might run out of stamina. Yeah, dogs will bark at you if you're being weird. Just be warned if you're going to be doing stealthy stuff. Dogs do not like people. Shit. This is so easy. Broken arrow. This is going to be one of those moments, isn't it, where tournament arrows, yeah, they're cheap as shit. I don't want to burn all of my arrows trying to shoot a bloody bird's nest out of a tree. Which is exactly what I'm going to fucking do, I know, but there you go. Yes! Alright, could do worse. Could be worse. I mean, it's cosmetic, but I'm covered in shit. It's cosmetic, but at least now I have a necklace. Right, let's keep a little eye open for bandits and robbers. Because it's my job to be doing the thieving. So I would feel like a bit of a chump if I ended up on the receiving end. Is that Ledechko ahead? Yeah, in case any of you guys hadn't guessed it, my Czechoslovakian pronunciation is less than stellar. People will also treat you differently if you're carrying your weapons out, so it's probably a good idea if I put that away. Anyone down here? Where the fuck is everyone? Yeah, running out of opportunities really to do any mugging because Ledechko. Because so close to town, there's a very good chance that people will spot you from their houses. So you have to work a bit smart because whilst the plan is to stay honest in Rattay and commit crime everywhere else, with low stealth skill, I don't really want to immediately end up on the most wanted list in a place where I can't afford to pay the fine. What do we got? Sure, is there a grave or something in one of these islands? I've no idea if this is going to drown me or not. Have a little scooch around here because I'm sure some of these places have little hidey holes. Interesting sight. Right, where was it? Where was it? Found some booze, but is that it? Oh well. Bit of an anticlimax. I thought there was a grave or something I could nick from. So, we've unlocked the fast travel point. Grand. Let's head back and see the bailiff. And hope we don't get robbed on the way back. Pretty sure there's a bandit camp around here somewhere.